My love, you are not broken. You are becoming. You are coming into being who you were created to be. I know the pain, the darkness, the disappointment feels really heavy right now. And I know this might not make it feel easier, what I'm going to say, but it's all a part of the process. You know, perspective is everything. How you see something is how you're going to experience it. And when we're going through dark moments and hard times and difficulties, it can be difficult to shift your viewpoint from what you see with your natural eye to what you know with your spirit eye, with your soul, with your being, right? And it is necessary because, listen, you're going through what you're going through because your calling is significant. You're going through what you're going through because you have to have certain experiences on your journey in order to be able to support the people that you are called to support. So if you can choose, because everything is on the other side of choice, if you can choose to see this from a place of elevation rather than from a place of limitation, the way that you experience it is going to be different. You have to go through things in order for understanding, experience, wisdom to be a part of your story, right? And you cannot help somebody with something that you yourself have not mastered. And that's the thing. You're here to master some things. You know, if you go for a master's degree, you know the level that is expected and required at that level rather than if you're just going for an associate's degree. You are called to master. You're called to mastery. You're called to master things, right? And so your path and your journey is not going to look like theirs. And so you need to stop comparing your life to other people's life because it will keep you in a place of darkness, honey. When you compare, you cripple yourself. Comparison is crippling. So understand that you're going through the theory, the practical at the same time. You are being required to learn and to practice at the same time. We're getting ready to go into 2026, which is a 1 year, right? Ones are what? New beginnings. We're in a 9-year. We're in a closing cycle. You're in a closing cycle. And that's why it feels really lonely. And at some points, it feels kind of hopeless. But there are endings that are happening, right? You have to walk out of one door in order to be able to walk through another door. So listen, breathe, choose what you want to experience regardless of what's going on. And you might need to shut some things down. You might need to shut some things off. You might need to isolate yourself. I've had to do that this year. You might have to isolate yourself from people, from places, from things, in order for you to truly grasp, to grip, to lay hold of what you're being required to grasp, to grip, and to lay hold of. Everything and everybody can't go with you. And that seems difficult at times. But rather than looking at the difficulty of it, look at the freedom of it. Look at the liberation of it. Look at the fact that you could do whatever the hell you want to do, however the hell you want to do it, without anybody's opinion, without anybody's input, without anybody trying to sideline you, okay? You're becoming. And even though it feels like everything is just like kind of falling apart and crumbling, trust me, when things seem to be falling apart, more often than not, they're falling into place, right? So a jigsaw puzzle has to be broken apart in order to be put back together again. And what's happening right now is you have an opportunity to put your life, to put your story together the way that you want to recite it, the way that you want to read it, the way that you want to experience it, and the way that you want to be in it, okay? So you are becoming. Remember, you are the author of your life, and every choice that you make will reflect your power. So you go ahead and you have yourself the most amazing day. Choose to have yourself the most amazing day. And don't you dare let anybody else fuck that up for you, okay? Okay.